Guys, I don't know what the reason is, but every time I'm working on the Cutlass, I keep getting like the Rocky theme song in my head. I don't know. It's crazy, and it kind of makes me come up with a different tech tip that's kind of motivational, like an underdog story. You know what? We're going to talk through it. We're going to figure it out on this week's Tuesday Morning Tech Tip from Pugliese Speed Shop. You know what, guys? It could be as simple as this. In the infamous words of Daniel Tosh, which no man has ever said before, it's not a stereotype if it's always true. So, Chippy and I, both Italian, we admired Stallone's work growing up, right? And I don't know, guys, there's a couple stereotypical older vehicles that a young man of Italian descent coming from Long Island might drive. And now, I know you're all thinking Cadillac right away because Andrew had one, but honestly, guys, not so much. They're a little pricey, But, I don't know, an IROC, if you know what it stands for, you know. A G-body is right there. I'm telling you, it's like they were probably the top two ties growing up. I had one, my brother had one, Kevin had one, Chippy had one. What do we all have in common? Italian New Yorkers, right? So, how perfect, right there. Little motivation from Sly himself, right? And in other videos, we've mentioned this before, right? About not giving up.
Yo, Tommy! I didn't hear no bell. Tommy, one more round.
There you go. And now, I think Two Babe was the one to mention this for us. There's no easy way out.
There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut home.
All right, guys. Enough of the theatrics, all right? As much as I might find Stallone's movies to be motivating.
Oh, you just saw Rocky. Look, little Italian white man. I enjoy Sylvester Stallone's movies too, but I'm waiting here to get some candy. I'm gonna go see a movie with my friend. Why don't you just go hop in your IROC Z28 and take your ass home?
That's not what we're here about. Well, the theme, yeah, right? So, I wasn't lying, okay? When I'm working on a car, these things come to mind. And it might be like, because me and Chippy talk about it, we got the same kind of, taste in movies, and we joke about it and whatnot, but I feel like I kind of was trying to take the easy way out. Now, make no mistake, from the get-go, when I was talking to Chippy about the whole project, I said, hey, I'm going to see what we can do to get it going, but I want to go through everything. And he said, yeah, all right. It's been sitting for 22 years. So, you guys saw, nothing was coming. Everything's starting to come back to life, but nothing was wanting to work. The motor wasn't trying to spin. We're getting there, right? We're going through all the motions. Well, we wasn't going through the motions. We're going through the process, right? So, but I did want to see, like, bare minimum wise, what it could, to make it go. First off, I know you guys dig that. There's plenty of channels that they do the bare minimum, just to get it going. And, I know you guys watch Vice Grip Garage. He just does what he has to do and drives it 1,000 miles. And sometimes he makes it. Actually, I think he always makes it, but he fixes it along the way, or sometimes he doesn't. It's what it is, there's no script behind it. He just goes. And that's awesome. I was kind of looking at that kind of thing, like, what can we do? But I'm not going to drive this thing anywhere. I'm not going to do all that kind of stuff. because the end result is we're doing like a mild restoration. There's every part of this car needs to be touched, right? Motor, trans, the whole drivetrain, right? Bodywork, paint. There's some panels that need replaced. Interior, I mean, every part of the car needs to be touched in some way or another, which is fine because that's what we kind of signed up for, right? So, as we're going along, like I still haven't checked if it had spark. It seems like it does because it kind of, but I mean, it would take like 12 seconds for me to put a spark tester on there and check it. Yeah, probably about that. You're going to see that in upcoming videos. So, relax. But I was trying to see, what happens after 22 years. Sitting in, I mean, Long Island, New York, it's an island. You're by the water, right? So it's a damp air. You get snow, you get rain, you get all the seasons. What happens, right? Well, I think we know. Stuff gets jacked up, guys. So garages are a good thing. Just keeping driving them is a good thing. I mean, I understand you can't always do that, and that's kind of what happened here because we say, guys, life gets in the way, and these kind of things take a back burner, and that's fine. But when it comes time to take her out of hibernation, don't cut no corners. As we found, sending it down a hill here, we popped the brake line. So that can be interesting, right? I was going to inspect those lines, and I'm sure when I inspected them, I would have found where it was leaking there. But I was like, okay, I'm going to change the soft lines because they'll get brittle and all that kind of stuff. And like Chippy mentioned, the tires don't look bad. I promise you they're coming apart inside, right? We know these things. Don't push it. Guys, I just bought the brake lines for that thing, and it was, I think, $118. And they fit right in there. I changed them on the kid's car when he had the caddy. They lined right up. And that car sucked to work on, right? This one is more old school. There's stuff in, the older cars, you can reach things. You guys, we've talked about this. So, take the time. If you're not going to spend $100 on the project, don't do a project. That's a douchey thing to say, but it's the God's honest truth. If you don't have $100 to spend on it, wait until you do and do it right. You can do all the other things like Kevin was mentioning when he's doing Old Roy, not Old Roy, that's Puddin'. Working on Roy, his 87 square body Chevy. He's trying to build a truck like he did in high school. You don't have a lot of money, but man, you can clean some things, you can sand some things, you can do all this kind of stuff. And while you save money to buy the parts you got to buy, right? Kevin's mentioned before, he's gone crazy with projects before. His FXR, some of his race cars, that kind of thing. He went nuts. And he's really pulling back the throttle to not do that on this one. Now, I understand I do not do things like Kevin does. I'm the guy that does the cleaning and all that stuff while he saves some money or prepares himself to spend some money to put something together. Now, there's a happy medium, guys, and that's where I'm trying to get to. I think I kind of nailed it with the OBS here. We spent some money where money needed to be spent, and we saved some money where it could be saved, which is the same thing I want to do for Chippy over there on the Cutlass, because I really think that's the right way to do it. We're spending money on rust-free body panels to replace the ones that are trashed on. We're not trying to repair the stuff that really shouldn't be repaired. We're spending some money on safety items like brakes and tires because that's important. These are things that can, if they fail, you can easily just, head off the road, hit another car, whatever, things you don't want to think about, right? We're going to spend some money on the fuel system because we saw what that carburetor looked like, right? Now, the fuel tank, it could be okay. The lines might be all right. The fuel pump could be all right. But We just spent like $400 on a carburetor, right? Which, money well spent. You saw the other one. And we're not trying to, yes, you can get a cheaper carburetor. You can get an aftermarket one. You can do this, you can do that. We're trying to keep it pretty much original. So, especially with the 80s, with all the vacuum lines, all the stuff, we're trying to do plug and play, get the thing back on the road, reliable, and just let him enjoy it, right? He's not, he's not hot rodding it or nothing like that. Maybe down the road, but let's get it back to where it was. It's prime.
Prime.
There you go.
Good word. Prime.
Right? And then go from there. He might drive it, absolutely love it, not want to change a thing, the reliability, not good to go. Or he might say, hey, you know what, I want to step it up a little bit. That's up to him if that's something he wants to do. But right now, this is what we're looking at. So, because we bought this carburetor, do we want to take a chance that the tank's okay, the lines are okay, the pump's okay, or it could, just pump all sorts of trash in a brand new carburetor, brand new rebuilt carburetor, and then what? We're starting back over again. Or take a tank with $100, I think $30, $40 for a pump, a couple dollars for some line. Come on. Don't take the easy way out, right? So I just kind of started thinking about it. I think I mentioned in the video, we're going to get all the fuel system stuff. We're going to get the basic tune-up stuff, guys, because those plugs have been in there for a minimum of 22 years. I don't know when the last time he changed them was. I mean, they could have been in for 30 years. Who knows, right? Chippy probably knows, but I don't know. And honestly, he might not remember because it was 30 years ago. You think he remembers when he changed spark plugs on 30 years ago? I don't remember, but either way. So we're going to do, plugs, wires, cap, rotor, ignition module. That's something on these HEIs. They can stop you dead in your tracks, and they're like $15. If you guys remember back when I did the Le Mans, there's one in the glove box right now. Because if it goes out on the side of the road, we're going to throw it in there, I mean, the coil, the basics, guys. It doesn't cost you a lot of money. Just an entire tune-up kit, all the parts I just mentioned, Rock Auto, all, AC Delco parts, $100. Man, $100 seems to be the key for all of these. It's so weird. It's like they almost set that up like that, right? Seriously though, guys, keep watching because we're going to have some upcoming stuff on the cut list as far as all the things I just mentioned. Whether we have spark, maybe we have a very weak spark. Either way, we're done taking the easy way out. And I think we're just going to go for it.
Go for it.
Thanks for watching, guys.